Hey everybody, Big Mike on the mic, coming at you with something a little different here. Going to do a bike review here. So I've got this beautiful Cipollini. Yeah, a Cipollini that Two Hubs is letting me demo. Just got a little bit of, handed the camera over there to Bob, and he was videoing me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about the bike and some of its features and just give you my impressions on it. I did ride it for 4 days, 4 hard, cycling days. So I definitely put this thing through its paces. And yeah, it's a Cipollini, so you got to be a sprinter, if you know what I mean. All right, so let's move on here a bit, and let me talk about the features of the bike itself. So this, again, is the Cipollini RB1. And in case you don't know, it's a Cipollini. It says it on it about 87 times. And of course, Cipollini was a pretty shy guy, so, it makes a lot of sense. Wah, 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 wah. So, I've always kind of thought of bikes as semi-works of art and engineering combined. So just look at how gorgeous this bike is. I mean, the Italians do know how to design stuff. And the carbon wheel on this thing is just gorgeous and black. I mean, it just looks spectacular. You saw a bit of the close-up I was doing there on the carbon weave itself, and it's just beautiful. So we're talking a Lamborghini Ferrari design style here, which should, come as no surprise given it's got the badge of a Cipollini on it. So it's just gorgeous. So I've got a combination of Dura-Ace on here and these Campy Bora Wheels, which I actually liked quite a bit. They're pretty buttery and sweet too. I've always liked Campy hubs, super smooth. So yeah, this Cipollini. So I really like this bike. It's got some really nice aero features on it. Again, there's the RB1 badge, which I believe stands for Road Bike 1 or RB1. Now on the other side, the little badge says RB1K. But here's a little feature I'm pointing out here. The really cool little feature, the inset for the brakes. That is a sweet little design feature and really arrows up the, that back part of the bike. And it looks really cool, and it's just a sweet design feature on the bike itself. So that's pretty sweet on top of the aero features there and kind of the built-in wheel arc. So here on the front derailleur, it's got this cool little Cipollini, I guess a chain guard, which I thought was pretty cool. Again, it says Cipollini on it. Also says made in Italy on it in a couple places. So yeah, so this bike is made in Italy. I believe Diamond is the actual manufacturer. Cipollini is squared up with those guys, and they are a very high-end carbon fiber manufacturing company. So this is their highest quality carbon fiber. It's a monocoque design, and man, it just blends beautifully. Like I said, now that little gadget right there, kind of interesting. Not even really sure what to call it, but you can get it in a smaller size or a less thick size, which would cut down on the profile there. You could get more aero with it. That's a pretty thick one. I believe it comes in a size that's about half as thick as that, and that would lower your hoods, and you can get in a more pro or aero position, if you will. So, yeah. So this thing it just trims up nice. And I've ridden some really nice aero bikes. This one definitely doesn't have quite as many aero features as, say, a 3T, but it's got plenty for today's modern high-end road bike. So from that perspective, it's, if you want to really go super aero, I mean, just get the highest high-end time trial bike you can. But this is a road bike meant to be, well, Cipollini was a sprinter, so it's got that ability to sprint, but it's really good on the downhills. It's good on the flat. It's a good all-around bike. I found it to be a bit, my first impressions was twitchy, but you'd think that for a sprinter bike. But that twitchiness factor went away, and it just became a super solid handler. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful bike. But what is it like to ride? So here's my initial ride on the bike, beautiful SoCal morning. It's pretty awesome to ride. So I ride a Sarto, which, if you know anything about bikes, is a pretty high-end bike. Classic Italian road geometry, if you will. So, yeah. So this thing, it's got the Bling Factor. It's Twitchy Sprinter Fast. It is fast on the downhills. I felt really comfortable going fast downhill. And by fast, I mean 45 to 55 miles an hour downhill. It just tracks really nice, which probably is more a feature of your wheel set and your actual tires. And it just feels good. When you're in a crowd, it's got the Bling Factor. Here's the Como Street crowd. I got lots of, it's a great conversational topic. And if you like to talk about bikes and you like who you ride with and it's a social event for you, yeah. Kind of like here, right? Riding with your fellas, if you will, right? And talking with them. And, I've had the privilege of riding with some very talented riders. The guy actually shooting this video, what a great rider. The guy who pulls up next to me here, if you notice, he's got some rainbow stripes on the side of his sleeve. There were folks back there in that crowd that have similar sleeves, national jersey sleeves, and, are very talented riders. So this would be a buy for me. I've got a great bike, but I would recommend this bike to buy. It's got everything you want in a bike, including the high-end Italian Design Flair in Bling. So yeah, great bike. So is it fast? Heck yeah, it's fast. But your legs are really what make you fast. Is it beautiful? It's gorgeous. I mean, it's Italian. It's high-end Italian. So yeah, it's gorgeous. So if you want to know more about this bike, or you want to take it out on a test ride, go see the guys at Two Hubs. I don't work there. I don't work for them. They're not paying me anything. Just a great crew of guys. I get to enjoy some of their toys every once in a while. So yeah, if you're looking for a high-end bike that has pretty much everything you're looking for in a modern frame, high-end carbon frame set, this definitely fits the bill. So hope you enjoyed the review. Any questions, any comments? Yeah, let me know. And hey, have a good time out there on your bikes, everybody. Later.